Two girls, one book. How does two girls, one cup compared to two girls, one book? It compares favorably. Why? Two girls, one cup is disgusting. In theory, because I've never watched it. Ditto, Brokeback Mountain, two girls, one book. Specifically, it's two girls, one book, one Larry Chang. Because the cup, the two girls, were reading one book amongst us three. Why is this brain train, not brain rot? It's because people have a hard time reading. That's what is solved by two girls, one book, where we're sharing one book. Two girls, one cup is two girls sharing one cup. Ugh. Two girls, one Larry Chang, one book. AKA reading roulette. Also known as, oh my god, it's Veterans Day. OMG, two girls, one book. Three of us are sharing one book. How do we share one book? This is how. We take turns reading the one book. So, we read for 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. What do we do when the other person isn't in possession of the book? We do nothing. This solves the problem of, can you sit quietly in a room for 30 minutes? Can you sit quietly by yourself for 3 minutes? Can you sit quietly for 6 minutes as you wait to read the one book? That is, two girls, one book. Brittany has chimed in to say hi. MR has also said hi. What we're doing is two girls, one book. The way that this game is played is via innings. What is an inning? An inning is we all read a book for 3 minutes. Then we pass the book around. So it's three people, two girls, one cup, one Larry Chang. What we're practicing doing is reading for 3 minutes focused. What we're practicing doing is in the 6 minutes that we're not reading, we're just sitting there doing nothing. Two girls, one cup is meant to be a reading exercise. The other name for this game is reading roulette. Reading roulette is where we go from person to person to person, passing the one book. The reason we're playing this game is accountability, where we're forced to read the book and the other person, the two people who are waiting to read the book, they're not talking, they're not on their phone. We are not talking, we are not on our phone. We are simply either reading or waiting to read. Is this like two girls, one cup? It is not. But it also is. Why? Because people go insane when their brain is out of control. This is us getting better at exercising our brain to read. This is two girls, one book. Here's an example of how we can play together to get our lives to be improved. Let's say we want to read the Joe Dispenza book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. We take turns with the one book. Hey, Larry, why don't you just have 3 people reading 3 books? This is why. We want to have the 2 people not reading staring at the person who is reading, because you learn a lot about how a person reads, and you learn whether or not they can stay focused. Can you focus during an email? Hey, there's no work on Monday, it's Veterans Day. Can you focus when you're not talking, waiting to read? You can. You're going to have 6 minutes to do that with 2 girls, 1 cup. Are you going to have a hard time focusing when you have to read for 3 minutes because you've been waiting 6 minutes to read? Why? Because it's 2 girls, 1 book, 1 Larry Chang. What the F did I just come into? Brianna Morningstar has asked. This is a test to see if you're an NPC. So, it's a quick timeout. This is 2 girls, 1 book NPC test, which is when you are in your timeout, oh my gosh, did he put me in timeout? But not in a bad way. It's a timeout in a good way. Why? Because the way that we're playing 2 girls, 1 book as a game is you have a 6-minute timeout, and then you come back fully playing in your 3 minutes. I came in and heard 2 girls, 1 cup. And now your brain is in the on position because this game called 2 girls, 1 Larry Chang is the Oppo taco of 2 girls, 1 cup. What's Oppo taco? It's a taco that's inside out. It's opposite taco. That's also how a sex change happens, is you make the vagina turn inside out, but we're not talking about gender transmission. We're talking about 2 girls, 1 book. What? Oppo taco. Opposite taco of 2 girls, 1 cup. Because that movie was gross. And I'm judging a movie in the same way that a lot of book critics write a book review, which is, I didn't see 2 girls, 1 cup. What I did see is a game. What game is it? We're playing it right now. Let me explain it to you. I have schizophrenia. So what we're doing is we're connecting human to human as we put people who might be robots into timeout. 2 girls, 1 book. 2 girls, 1 book, 1 Larry Chang. My channel is What They Don't Teach You in School. We're playing a game right now. It's a game that only humans can play because it's a human game. The way that we play is this. If we didn't have our phone and we are all sitting together, this is what we would do. We would be 2 girls, 1 book. We pass the book around. Prior, we mentioned Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural. So we take 3-minute turns reading for 3 minutes. That means we have 6 minutes where we don't get a book. The reason that it's the opposite of 2 girls, 1 cup is sharing bodily fluids is a full-time thing, because you're going to burp it up, drink it up, poop it out, eat it up. Where this is not that. This is the opposite of that, which is us feeding our brain while we're reading a book, but also being supportive of other people that are consuming a book. That's why it's the apotaco, the opposite of two girls, one cup, which is two girls, one book. You see, even when you're not reading the book, you benefit from the book. Why? You benefit from the book because you are in eager anticipation to consume the book. Is this like book foreplay? Yes. Is this like book appetizer? Yes. It is like an appetizer before your entree comes. Hey Larry, funny you should bring that up. The favorite part of my meal at P.F. Chang's are all the appetizers. Do you like the lettuce wraps? Do you like the egg roll? Do you like the whatever rando sushi appetizer that they have? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I like all of it. Why do I like all of it? It's to help people understand that the appetizers are the best part of the meal. There's a style of dining that is all appetizers, and that is Spanish tapas, also to be enjoyed at a tapas bar. But then when I say, hey, do you want to play two girls, one book at a tapas bar? People are like, oh my God, did you just say two girls, one cup at a topless bar? No, not topless bar, tapas, a tapas bar, a tapas bar. Two girls, one book. So we're eating appetizers while we share one book. The book that we talked about was Joe Dispenza, Evolve Your Brain. This is how we play. We can even play over social media. Here are the rules. We share one book and we read for 3 minutes. The people that are not in possession of the book, because it's two girls, one book, we have to wait to read. So we're building anticipation as we focus on what we already read and what we anticipate on reading in the future. Because it's two girls, one book, we're going to really treasure the book when we are in possession of it. Before we talked about Joe Dispenza and the book, You Are the Placebo. So we're in essence sharing a book the same way that two girls, one cup shared bodily fluids. But we're not trading bodily fluids. We're sharing a book. Because we're sharing a book, it's better than sharing bodily fluids, because two girls, one book is our brain healing together. Is this something that we can do over YouTube Live? Most definitively, yes. Because while we aren't reading, we are doing a version of reading, which is audio booking. Audiobook as in, hey, Larry, I don't like to read books because my brain doesn't work, but I will listen to an audiobook in the background. This is how most people read a book, is they pretend like they're reading in the background. Some people read in the background so often that they'll watch TV and then use their phone. It's called second screening. It's called having a broken brain. You're in a movie theater and you really want to scroll on your phone because the movie It's boring. If you are having a hard time watching an action movie in an AMC theater, you'll have both a harder time and an easier time reading a book. Why? A movie is just a 120 page script. If the movie's 2 hours long, the script is 120 pages long. That's 1 minute per page, 120 minutes, 2 hour movie. If you read slowly, you're watching a 2 hour movie in 6 hours. That's slow readers, that's slow learners, that's the newly politically incorrect thing to say that now all the cool kids are saying, which is retarded. Meaning, if it takes you 13 years to get a 4 year degree, you're not allowed to be called retarded, but you're kind of in the short bus, you're possessing a learning disability. What is a learning ability? Two girls, one book. What is a learning superpower, Larry? Oh, two girls, one book. Hey, Larry, I heard that you help females bat 1,000 when it comes to entrepreneurship success. I was told that I was supposed to meet you. Oh, well, that's cool. What do you want to do first? Just tell me the one thing I need to do to be successful. Because I don't want to do everything, and I definitely don't want to participate in hustle culture because I heard that that's patriarchal. Can you tell I'm pleased at how funny I am? You can tell. It's not confidence, it's competence done up again. It's not confidence of trash talk. It's a Chinese guy explaining why stuff is funny, which is two girls, one Chinese guy. How do you play, Larry? It's three people, two girls, one Larry Chang, and we share one book. Let's say it's a Joe Dispenza book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. It will amaze you that Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Larry Chang can read 1,400 words per minute. It's going to seem like it's a computer. It's going to seem like it's a computer share. It's going to seem like it's superhuman, but you're just now understanding that it's two girls, one book, which is an exercise in how much can you read in 3 minutes? How much can you wait in the 6 minutes that you're not reading? By playing the game Two Girls, One Cup or book, you're seeing that the rate of learning is on a spectrum. And I'm not talking about on a spectrum Asperger's. And I'm also not talking about on a spectrum anxiety. I'm talking about on a spectrum. I'm talking about on a spectrum of ADD. Because you might think it's a cluttered wall, but you also might think, oh, two girls, one book. This is a jizz storm, orgasm, and tidal wave of evidence from cleaning a pool to putting up trophy to mirroring up a moose to Let's save the ostriches. Why? Because two girls, one book gets you away from your phone, which is going to get you upset. Why? What's going to get you upset? The fact that so many ostriches got assassinated because the government, not your friend. Not your friend. Two girls, one book. Let's play. Larry, I want to play. What are the benefits of playing two girls, one book? The benefit is to break out of the algorithm. The benefit is to no longer be a sheep that is going to get assassinated. The benefit of two girls, one book is delayed gratification and being able to ask and answer in an accelerated way your questions. For example, you're asking yourself, hey, is this Web 12? Or by saying not even a question, where you're saying something such as, you're a strange individual. You see, when two girls, one Larry Chang, that's a recipe for a three-way. But what if you were to be a strange individual and redirect their sexual energy to be playing a game? By leveraging the sexual tension of being a strange individual, we're taking something that is sexual energy, which is, oh, I want to fuck Larry Chang. Oh, I've never had this before. Cool. Ladies, before we do that, which will happen, why don't we play two girls, one book? Oh, cool. Does that have to do with your tripod? Oh, we're going to play with a tripod, but not the way that you think we are. This is how we're going to tripod. It's two girls, one book. Wait a minute. Is that like the canoe maneuver that we know about? Two girls, one canoe? It's two girls, one Larry Chang, one book. Where we take our life force energy that wants to propagate itself and we channel that energy and frustration into reading a book where we mentally focus our energy and our angst onto reading a book. Is this also Web 12? It's Web 12, but just focus on reading. Why? Because the author compressed knowledge. This is Web 12, where we're taking knowledge that came from a book, transferring it into our brain. This is the double orange pill. This is two girls, one cup. You don't get to both have sex with Larry Chang until you play 9 innings of two girls, one cup. What is one inning? It's one book, let's call it Joe Dispenza, Becoming Supernatural, You're a Strange Individual. Okay, this is about to be legendary because you should have said, Larry, you're a sexually legendary individual with strong brain discipline. That would be more accurate. Which is this, Jillian Burney. 3 minutes. Two girls read for 3 minutes, and then I read for 3 minutes. And we do that 9 times. So that way you read for 27 minutes, but you had to watch other people read for 54 minutes. Larry, this is just foreplay. Yeah? Have you ever been forced to do that much? This is basically an hour and a half of foreplay. What happens with Two Girls, One Book is that the women become incredibly rapey. I do not consent, and I will be able to control the amount of D. Why? Because it's two girls, one book, one Larry Chang. There is the easy way to do this, and there's the hard way to do this. The hard way to do it is for women to not read 27 minutes each. That's the hard way. I'm trying to learn while they're trying to learn me. Two Girls, One Book anymore, I'm too distracted. I think, Julian, you should drop the N and be the A because you sound like one of the girls that are trying to pin. Who's learning from whom? Because I'm learning from sex robots how to be a human who's gonna have sex later. Two girls, one book. The reason I know sex robot so well is I'm made to be a sex robot. Why? Because come on, two girls, one cup. They're gonna be so hangry, sex angry, sangry that I'm gonna need to put on my robot go pro go long. What is two girls one cup? How do we benefit? We benefit because right now people have a hard time reading. We benefit because I'm trying to learn while they're trying to learn me. They are is not THERE. And what's scary about that is that's two girls, one cup, one language. So what we're doing is we're fixing our brain. What we're doing is no longer being NPCs. What we're doing is the opposite of I'm going to have sex as soon as possible, especially if it's two girls that are attractive. What we're doing here with playing Two Girls, One Cup is you're not asking one girl to pay for a hotel room. You're asking for two girls to pay for a hotel room so that way you can play Two Girls, One Book. Is this a play on Two Girls, One Cup? No, it's not a play on that. It's two books, one girl. Or two girls, one book, one Larry Chang. Or you, because I'm not joining you for your two girls, one book situation ship. Instead of asking, hey, should we get coffee? Instead of asking, hey, do you two girls want to come to PF Chang's? Or instead of asking, hey, I'm talking to two girls right now, I don't know which one of you two are interested. Is this the right there? I'm not that great at spelling. Do you not know the difference between spelling and grammar? Putting robot into a timeout. Putting robot into a timeout. Come back better, robot. Or worse, human who's acting like a robot, talking like a robot, behaving like a robot. Default NPC. What Two Girls, One Cup solves is Not nobody likes an NPC. Two Girls, One Book solves too much time on your phone turns you into a pansexual neurodivergent. Look at how many times Two Girls, One Cup topic a video, and how many times people have brought up homosexuality, gayness, and penis into rear end of man to man, where the name of the video is called Two Girls, One Book. So, no longer having gay problems, no longer asking for anything other than a Web 12 solution, Julian, which is, have you written anything down using a pen? Two Girls, One Book. We wait 6 minutes in order for us to read 3 minutes. In a three-way, one of us are going to be left out. In a Two Books, One Cup, one of the things are going to be left out. In Two Girls, One Larry Chang, one of the girls are going to be left out. Here, with Two Girls, One Book, two of the people are going to be left out. Normally, one of the people are left out. This is where the two people that are left out, they're not allowed to make out with each other, but they're allowed to distract the person reading the book. Do you get why this game is amazing? Because this will make reading on your own the biggest turn on. Because last time you read alone, there were two hot people trying to distract you from reading because you played the game for 9 innings called Two Girls, One Book. Doggy style means your brain is broken and come back when you're not saying stupid stuff, because I know you're monolingual, okay? I know you're monolingual. After your timeout, come back better, learn to read, which is learn to read. That's the game, is learning to read. Wait a minute, Larry. Are you saying girls don't know how to read? I'm saying if you haven't read 1.0 book in 2025, this year's almost over. So I will drag you vagina dry or vagina wet into reading 1.0 book before this year ends in a game. Larry, are you gamifying reading? Yeah. What game is this called? I'm excited. Why don't you just read the title? Because the title is the game, is the solution, which is Two Girls, One Book. Picture this. Picture this. Picture this. It's Two Girls, One Book. What book are we reading? The book that all women who are gonna be billionaires love. That is Joe Dispenza, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. So, this is how to get the game going, because you want to play and now you're intrigued. Admit it, you're intrigued. You bring 3 copies of the same book to a coffee shop, ideally on Veterans Day. You bring this to P.F. Chang's, and you have the books just sitting there. The book's just sitting there. The book's just sitting there. Hi there. Are you Joe Dispenza? Why are people asking me if I'm Joe Dispenza? It's because I have 3 copies of the same book, and I am one person sitting there with 3 copies of the same book. Larry, are you talking about 2 girls, 1 book? Because I heard that game is legendary. Putting you in a timeout after pinning because you're a robot and you think that going from room to room, video to video, needing that dopamine, needing that I'm a human, respond to me. Oh, you're a human, all right. You're a broken human. Let's get you doped out on this dopamine playing a game called Two Girls, One Book. This is how to get players. Is no, you don't do it on Tinder. You can do it on Hinge. Which is, hey, I know what we can do. We can do a 3-way, which is 2 girls, 1 book. When you have 3 books, people are just going to talk to you. 1, they're going to think you're the author. 2, they're going to think that you're a reader. If you can read 2 books right now, you are part of the economy that is not currently getting fucked. What economy is not getting fucked? That would be the socialist portion of the economy called the upper class and the lower class, because it's socialism at the bottom and socialism at the top. Is a 3-way socialist? Technically, it's communist because there's not enough D to go around, because all that is brokering is, in communism, a slice of bread get you everything. Good job. I'm one girl, but I read 2 books minimum per year. Good job. I'm happy that you're here. I want to cater to you in a way that is special. Because sometimes you'll meet somebody who will be Dreamy 87. I'm one girl, but I read 2 books minimum per year. That's what some people will say to you is, are you a librarian? Are you a book reseller? Are you a bookworm? Are you a bookleophobe? Are you a bookbibliophile? Are you some kind of complicated book word like book bibliographer? Are you a journaler? Are you a writer? All those questions go right to legs opening. Why? Because they're cold opening you, and we can then say, cold open Yahtzee. Where you've said that before, and I wonder if you just have that on auto comment. So I'm not going to ban you from the room. I am going to time you out from talking so that way we can focus on you coming back better after the timeout. 2 books per year, 1 girl. Good job, Dreamy 87. If you were dreaming of more than 2 books, would you maybe think about reading maybe 6 or 7 books? October 15, Peter Thiel on South Park getting made fun of with the 6'7" meme, as I am 2 inches short of being 6'7", 6'5", 6'5" meme, which is, hey Larry, I only want to meet guys who are 6'2" or higher. 2 girls, 1 book. War. There's a war that's against people that are in the middle. The people in the middle experience high food costs. Whereas if you're experiencing high food costs, but your food is free, you're getting EBT. How do these books help you stand close to the money printer? Let me repeat what I said, because you're going to need to turn off that third screen, that second screen, and maybe put down the book that you're reading as you're touching the phone. And that's this. How do the 3 books help you stand closer to the money printer? 2 girls, 1 book. The people that stand closest to the money printer, those people work in jobs such as private equity, naked short selling, or financial fraud / financial engineering. It makes it feel like they're standing close to the money printer. You feel like they're standing close to the money printer, but you don't ever say it. Here are the words that get said about standing close to the money printer. Oh, it's all bullshit. Here is another phrase that does not understand the Cantillon effect. What's the Cantillon effect? Is that the people standing closest to the money printer benefit first. This is what they say. That's not fair. They make money too easily. Two girls, 1 book. Here's a nugget, which is people who are voraciously reading, they're reading so precipitously. Why? Because their position standing next to the money printer is temporal. That's the most valuable thing that's ever been said on YouTube. The Cantillon effect for money. It's where you guys in the middle class are pissed off that rich people are able to spend $380 on mother-scratching lunch for 2 people at a restaurant that you can't get a reservation in because it's packed. Whereas the restaurants that middle-class people eat at are empty AF. Why are they empty? Because food costs so expensive. Let me repeat what I said that was genius so that way you can lock in. Bringing 3 books makes people who are standing next to the money printer want to talk to you, because people that are making money in a hand over fist methodology helps you understand we're living in the best of times. Simultaneously, we're living in the worst of times. It's a depression right now. It's a ginormous depression, way worse than 2008. It's all bullshit. When people say, this economy sucks, I'm poor, I've no longer even tried to keep dating because I'm just giving up, I'm having a hard time with hustle culture. What you're saying is, I'm not standing anywhere close to the money printer. I'm going to let you glimpse at the society of people that are on the K shaped portion of the economy, the upper echelon. Their status, our status, is tenuous at best. Why? Because our status, our stature, our proximity to the money printer is only determined by how well we strategically stand next to the money printer. The only way to preserve and time extend our time near the money printer is by becoming a PM, a portfolio manager, because the money printer location is constantly changing. You don't know if it's repo money printing, private markets printing, public markets printing, or Larry Chang dropping a comedic video that is some of the most genius VCPE work that anyone's ever said, while coining the phrase Web 4, which is fiat printing. Do I have your attention now? It feels like I do, because I had to suck you in on Two Girls, One Book. Based on Two Girls, One Cup, now you're understanding that this video is in fact the most valuable video of all videos ever said in the history of histories. Why? This is as if a physicist did a side quest over to petroleum engineering while working as a stand-up comedian doing education, which is this. Fiat is money printing. How long ago did the United States merge Treasury and Central Bank? How long ago? Do you even care about Treasury and Central Bank merging? No, because you didn't invent the game Two Girls, One Book. Larry, all that went inside my head, but I just want to make $600,000. Can you help me focus? What's the one thing I need to do with Web 12 to make 600K? Because 600K is going to either buy you a half a Bitcoin or 12 Bitcoin. Either way, you win, because if you didn't have this video, you would continue to have 0.0 Bitcoin and 15K in dollar printed debt. Let's get unfucked. Or Two Girls, One Book. Let's delay Larry Chang fucking. Why am I delaying it? Because I'm helping you make either one half a Bitcoin at 600K, get it Bitcoin 1.2 mil per, or 12 Bitcoin, which is Bitcoin hit the shits and now you can get 12 Bitcoin or 600K. Prove that you want to help rich people get richer. How do you feel emotionally when I said that? Prove that you want to help rich people get richer. How did you emotionally feel? I should almost write that down. How did you feel when I said that? Look, people left. Oh, I'm going to leave because I think I should help poor people. I think I should help poor people become richer. It turns out that's actually impossible. What country are you from? Did you say 1871 or 1971? Never mind. You're right. It's a website called What the F Happened in 1971. there's a little thing over your 9 and it makes it look like an 8 because there's a little white speck. Good job, buddy. Good job. That's Web 4. Let's go over Two Girls, One Book on a new book where we're going to write a book with two girls. Ladies, older than 22, younger than 23, text message one of your friends who are older than 22, younger than 23. Text message 650-283-8008. Let me repeat the number. 650-283-8008. Two girls, one book to be written. You're welcome. Or a guy using AI. Or two girls, because we just like to do things together. In addition to Larry Chang. We like to do Larry Chang together. Have you ever played Two Girls, One Book? This is the book that we're writing. It's called 543. It's called The Third Institution of Silicon Valley Goes Over Web 5 and Web 4. Two girls writing one book with Larry Chang. If you're a girl, $0 for you, which is text message one of your girlfriends only if you're older than 22, younger than 23. And then you find one of your female friends that are older than 22, younger than 23. And you're going to say this: hey, two girls, one book. We're writing a book called The Third Institution of Silicon Valley. Teaches us about Web 4, money printing, Web 5, Bitcoin, doing Web 12, showing up with 3 copies of one book in order to perpetuate the distribution. When you show up with 3 books, you're preserving your status near the money printer. Two Girls, One Book has been reduced to one girl, one Larry Chang, one book. Chica down. When you signal to people that you read 12 books a month, I did not stutter, Web 12. Now rich people have to be friends with you because you're a PM, you're a portfolio manager, you're significant. You are watching this and not liking it, and then by doing so, you're stuck. It's the same reason that people get stuck reading less than 2 books per year. Do you know in the 1970s, people would read 10 books a month? Because there are only 3 channels and the programming sucked. What happened to people when they stopped reading and being able to read? What happened? Canada happened. Do you see how many ostriches got killed? Everyone's paralyzed. Oh, what do we do? You guys turned in your guns. What did you think was going to happen? Wait a minute, Larry. Is this history repeating? Is this why the Second Amendment was Amendment number 2? What we're doing with showing up with 3 copies of the same book is, hi, I'm a psychopath. I came here to win. Hi, I'm wanting to win. Let me explain winning using stuff that you can borrow from the library of Larry Chang. Phone's dying. So you might think I'm selling you a book. I am not selling you Jim Quick's book. I'm not selling you Joe Dispenza's book. I'm librarying the book from the library of Larry Chang. What is the library of Larry Chang? It's to help you, it's to help you, it's to help you. It's to help you play the not fictional game, Two Girls, One Book. Joe Dispenza. Joe Dispenza. The library of Larry Chang. This is how book club at a nightclub works. This is how Two Girls, One Book works. We're not theoretically playing the game. We're playing the game. This is how to recruit players. By having a tidal wave of evidence, by having a tidal wave of evidence, I'm chortling for 5 reasons. 1, this stuff is so easy. It's literally so easy that it's hilarious to me. Because 1, you don't even need to come up with some genius stuff to say. You just have to guess at people's questions. Questions. Hey, did you write that book? Question. Can you read? Question. Why do you have those books? Question. You must be important because you can read. Question. Do you own those books? Or do you not know how to read? Because I don't think you know how to read because I can't read. It's so easy. This is so easy. That's 7 jokes in 2 milliseconds. Some of them might go over your head. Hypothetically, if you was broke, what would you focus on? I would focus on not asking stupid questions, not making fun of you at all. Because it sounds like you need to join your own book club and read 3 pages. Page 62, page 64, page 67. Question, hypothetically, if you were broke, what would you focus on? I would focus on asking better questions. I would stop asking gay and retarded questions. What's gay and retarded? Questions that are gay, pansexual, neurodivergent. Page 62, page 64, page 67. And so that's how you would ask better questions. This is 2 girls, 1 book. So when people ask stupid questions, while I'm holding Jim Quick's book, I would then solve the extrapolated potential questions. Why? Because most other people who have a phone that's a smartphone, their brain is broken. Who's watching? Who's watching without liking yourself? When you don't like me focused on helping you, you're broken. Your brain is broken. Larry, you're really smart. Any advice for memory and comprehension? That would be chapter 13. This must be the 10th time that I've told you to get this book. And this is why I don't sell anything to poor people, which is why on YouTube people are like, oh, you're not even monetized. Why would I make money from poor people where I've said chapter 13 and those same page numbers 10 times? I refuse to sell things to poor people. I don't care if you're poor, okay? Wait, are you saying that you're poor? Or are you saying that you want to stay poor? Or are you saying you want to pretend like you're poor because you're rich? Because if you're a robot, you'll just leave after this time out. If you're a real person that is temporarily poor, you're going to highly likely be successful after your time out. You tell me. Where this is why rich people stand close to the money printer and then read voraciously. Because our world is changing so fast. Look at how many videos I produce that are genius videos, where I can take a video about P.F. Chang's and turn it into an investment thesis. I can take a video about signing up women for a wait list to do a three-way with me and drop genius economic protocols, i.e. money-making ideas that I could have put behind a paywall. I could have made money off of poor people by saying it's 10 easy payments of $300. Cost of goods sold is $3. So if you only make 3 payments, I still make a lot of money. What we're doing with these books in a coffee shop, because rich people seem to spend unlimited time in a coffee shop, running low on green tea. Chemical L-theanine, page 344, Limitless. Brain Foods, chapter 14, Brain Foods. Not chapter 14. Chapter 14 is speed reading. What's Brain Foods? It must be 16. Let me check. Phew! I called it brain food. Jim Quick calls it brain nutrition. So what we're doing is showing rich people that we can read one book. The next thing is, oh, look, robot came back, focused. Robot came back focused. Good job, robot. Good job, robot. Hey, robot, I dropped new episodes on today's day, Monday, and Wednesdays. So if this content is the most valuable thing you've ever watched, give me a Rolex when you make 600K. Whether you subscribe or not, okay? Like, doesn't move my needle. And when I'm talking about my needle, I'm talking about it doesn't move my flag all the way up the pole. It might move it a quarter of the way up the pole. But ladies, if you want to do 2 girls, 1 book, one friend of yours, there's an age range, older than 22, younger than 23. This video is coming to a close because I'm out of green tea. So when you have new questions that are non sequitur, you don't expand on a prior. So it's your brain staying poor. So it's your brain staying poor. It's your brain staying poor, where you didn't even grasp what I already said, and you're trying to contribute by adding something new, and then you're like, oh, this is how I talk with my non-existent, low socioeconomic friends. Is this how I'm supposed to do it? Where all you got to do is do the stuff that works, and then if I'm previewing something that works, you have to sign up your first 2 girls, 1 book. But you're like onto fasting. The next thing you're probably going to want to talk about is autophagy, and then you want to talk about a water fast, and then you want to talk about, then you want to talk. Whereas every time you've talked, it hasn't been towards 2 girls, 1 book. It hasn't gone to, and you've got genius stuff to say, like the 1971 thing. Here's another thing that is going to bake your noodle. You're probably not going to email me, and you're probably not going to text me, because you're a chatbot. You're an NPC chatbot. You're a real human, but you chat a lot. You're a chatbot. Whereas if you were going to be one of the blonde billionaires who are lurking in my video, you're going to text me and you're going to say something genius, such as, love the 2 girls, 1 book video. I'm doing book club at, I'm doing the 3 books thing. Why are you doing the 3 books thing? Because chapter 9 through 14 is stepping towards a new destiny, helping rich people get richer. The only way to make money during best of times, worst of times is to help rich people get richer. Helping poor people get rich is nearly impossible. Look at how talented I am. Look at how talented I am. I've only been able to help maybe 7 people, including Bullet Exchange, go and make 6 figures using Twitter. What we're going to do now is we're going to flip this conversation to do Q&A live on Twitter. You're welcome.